5 things you can stop doing today that will help you lift your vibration.
Falling in love with who I am. I don't have time for anything that's gonna harm me. It may be hard to understand. Words have the power to empower or destroy me now. I'm looking in the inside now, claiming what I lost and found. I'm on this journey, returning to the only.
First one is eating frozen food. So all the food that we consume throughout the day has life force energy in it. Depending on what type of food, whether it's something that's very processed or something that's very natural, depends on the vibration that you're allowing your body to take in from the food that you're eating. Frozen food kind of makes the energetic vibration of food die. If you can get something straight from the garden and eat it, it will fuel your energy system a lot more than something that has sat for a long period of time dead. Because it's like humans, we have the energy that runs through us, and so does food. So when we're eating, as much as we see eating as like a physical thing, a physical form that feeds our body with nutrition, protein, everything that we need to survive, it's also energetically replenishing our body to ensure that we have the vibration, that life force energy, God energy within us. So if you can just make conscious decisions about the food that you eat on the day-to-day basis and pick things that are very high vibrational, like things that are very high vibrational are fruit. You can kind of tell by like the vibrancy of something, like fruits that are very vibrant in color, they hold very strong life force energy. It's the same with anything to do with greens, salads, all that type of stuff is very high vibrational because it has that pure form of life force energy. So just by cutting out frozen food or say McDonald's, like fast food, because that is so processed to the point where it's like it's dead. It has no life force energy within it. And on top of that, also microwaves. If you were to have a meal that was beautiful, fresh, and had life force energy in it, by putting it in the microwave, it kind of kills that energy down and takes away the pure form of energy that you're trying to receive as a high vibrational person. So the frozen foods and the microwaves. Number 2 would have to be leaving your phone on charge next to you while you sleep. So I honestly used to do this all the time, and it's only recently that I've stopped it. So the benefits that I've felt from having my phone like far away from me in my room when I charge it at night, and I also put it on airplane mode now, it's crazy. I used to not be able to sleep, wake up multiple times throughout the night when I had my phone next to me. But now that it's further away and it's on airplane mode, I sleep dead like the whole night. Do not wake up, not a noise wakes me up. And I think it's because phones hold a certain vibration like of radiation. And when that's like, especially when it's on charge because the electricity is running into it, when you're a sensitive being and someone who's sensitive to energy, that can actually be in your auric field and affect your sleeping and affect how deep you can go into sleep. So by having it next to you, especially like some people sleep with it like right next to their head, or even PowerPoints, very similar, like right next to their head. You should make sure to turn off any PowerPoints next to your bed and to have anything that you charge, TV, everything far away from you. Like not touching, especially if you have a metal bed, not touching your bed, because it will create like a force field of energy, like electricity around you while you sleep, which doesn't allow you to vibrationally go into that deep state that you're meant to when you sleep, which generates and helps you recharge overnight, energetically and physically. Number 3 would also be to do with your phone, and that's checking it first thing in the morning. So when you wake up, and I used to do this all the time, first thing in the morning, like just open your eyes and grab your phone and start to scroll or start to read, start to message. It's like you instantly cut, like you've just come out of the realms, come into the physical plane, and you still carry that like very calm vibration when you wake up in the morning. If you go straight onto your phone, you limit and just kind of like it's dulled down that energy that you have received overnight. So by going on your phone first thing in the morning, it kind of just puts you out of alignment, puts you in a consuming mindset rather than a present, an aware mindset. If first thing in the morning you can wake up, whatever you like to do, have a tea, have a coffee. I personally drink tea. I don't like coffee anymore because of the caffeine. I'm way too sensitive. It makes me feel like I'm going to take off. And then I usually go out, stretch, and sit on the grass, like ground myself first thing in the morning. And ever since I've been doing that instead of scrolling on my phone, I can't even explain how much clearer, how much more grounded and calm I am throughout the day. And just the clarity and the awareness. It's like your brain doesn't switch into that mode of like autopilot, which a phone makes you go into. They say it takes 21 minutes after you've been on your phone for your creative side to reopen. So by doing that first thing in the morning, and then a lot of people will just have intervals of their phone all day, it stops your mind from going into that higher mind, when the higher mind is where you're meant to be majority of the time. I'm not the type of person that thinks that you should never have your phone and never be on your phone. Here and there, of course, but limit that time a major amount, and your vibration will raise instantly just from that quick little switch. Number 4 would have to be hanging around low vibrational people. So that can be friends, work colleagues, family members. When you're a sensitive person, you'll be able to gauge whether someone's vibration affects yours. And when someone we all live in different realities. And say you're living in a higher mind type reality where you're very self-aware, spiritually focused, and then you start hanging out with someone that is very matrixy, very materialistic, in a very different reality to you. Although you might think that you can coexist, by being around their energy all the time and hearing their reality, it actually drops you down quite a far bit. So choosing the people that you surround yourself with, your vibration, like if you don't have people that are of your vibration, be alone, because your vibration is like the most sacred thing. So by saying, oh, I don't have any friends, so I'll just hang out with some low vibrational people, it just drags your energy down when it's not meant to be. If you're not resonating with the people that you are hanging out with, cut them off. And that's nothing to say that these people are bad, these people are this. They just don't vibrationally match with you, and they don't raise you up. You should find people that raise you up. And if you can't find people like that, spend time alone, because when you're solid within your own auric field, within your own vibration, that's when the most connection comes through, because you're acting in a place of higher self. When you're around a bunch of people that have ego and ego mindsets, it's like human nature to drop yourself. Like it's like your ego mind kicks in to communicate with them, because when you are of higher mind and higher self, you can't necessarily communicate to people of ego mind, because it's like there's no understanding. So by staying true to your vibration and just hanging out by yourself and doing things alone, you really harness your energy and keep that vibration high. And when that vibration is high, that's when doors open, opportunities come, vibrational matches come into your life. So don't ever settle. Don't ever let that vibration drop for anyone, for anything. Just make sure to stay in your own alignment, and your vibration will rise instantly. Number 5 would have to be music. Music is something that everyone listens to. Everyone has their own little genre that they love. They listen to in the car, they listen to when they go for walks, they listen to when they're at the park, they listen to when they're in the shower. And you'd be surprised how much music can actually affect your mind. And it's why it's one of the biggest systems in the world for subliminal messaging. The people that run the world put their subliminal programming and the things that feed the egoic mind in music. So when you're constantly listening, it's like you send your brain into a loop. And when you're in an ego loop with music, it's like it's not allowing you to go into that space of nothingness. And when you're not in that space of nothingness, you're not connected to your higher self, to your higher mind. So music can really take you out of alignment, especially when you listen to music that is like very, very low vibration. And you'll know if it's low vibration. It has that certain frequency that you can kind of feel in your heart chakra, in your stomach. And it makes you, like, honestly, when I listen to it, I can listen to it for about 5 to 10 minutes, and then I'll start to get like a weird headache from the vibration of it. So if you find that you listen to that type of music and you're wanting to raise your vibration, that is a big thing that you should try and limit as much as possible, and then eventually cut out. I'm not saying that music in general is the worst thing on earth. And there are certain songs and certain things that you can find that aren't as bad, but music in general kind of takes you out of that higher mind. So by cutting out music or limiting music a lot, so if you go for a walk, choose to walk in silence rather than to walk with music. If you go to the beach, choose to sit at the beach and just be present, be aware. Because when you can be in your body and be aware and have that presence, that's like the most powerful thing in the world, to be aware of who you are, to be present, to be able to look and really see rather than be in that autopilot mode. Music just kind of like takes you out of it, straight away takes you out of it. So if you were to cut out all those 5 things that I mentioned, your vibration would raise instantly, just from day one. If you did one day without it, try it. Come back and let me know. See how it makes you feel. See how much more clarity, how much more presence and awareness that you have in your day-to-day life and in the little things. I've found that this year, one of my goals was to cut off social media. And I don't think that social media was something that had a major impact on me, but it was more like when I would have nothing to do, I would be like, oh, may as well just scroll for a little bit. And it didn't impact me in a bad way, but it took up time that I could have being present. And within the first couple of days of cutting out social media, I started to realize it's like you notice more when you don't have social media. When you're like, when I go on my morning walk or walk my dog, it's like I notice the trees more, I notice the grass more, I notice the sky more, because my brain isn't like constantly searching for that hit of social media, like, oh, check my phone, has someone messaged? Oh, is that a notification? Your brain is clear and not relying on that little hit of dopamine that comes from those messages or from those notifications. So there's another one, number 6. If you are willing to cut out social media completely, the amount of presence and clarity that comes in from that and the vibrational shift that you will go through will be crazy. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, drop a like. If you enjoyed the content, if you resonate with my frequency, subscribe. Thanks for watching, and make sure to try out those 5 things or 6 things with the social media and come back and let me know how you feel after it, because honestly, me personally, the shifts that I've felt from doing these things has been crazy. So yeah, I'd be real interested to see if people had the same thing, had the same vibration change just from dropping out those little simple things. And yeah, let me know.